Repeat after me. Wa pa 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 po. Okay? Wa pa 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 po. This is a war cry and it comes for a song that's almost 1 billion views. So I will link it down below. Don't laugh because foxes, it's time to talk about my Polarthon TBR. ArcticFox represent. And it has a rhythm. I really love it. But hello wolves, blah 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 blah. I should say hello foxes. This is so weird. Hello foxes. Hello you. I mean, I'm too excited, wolves, foxes, you, because we're gonna talk about my Polarthon TBR. In case you don't know what the Polarthon is a week-long readathon hosted by Jade over at Jade Reads. Her channel is gonna be linked down below. But this time, she's hosting the annual Polarthon in February, so from February 1st till 7th, with teams. So Jade has 4 teams. I'm one of them. I'm one of the leader of one team and I feel so honored and happy and excited. I cannot even express myself, but thank you Jade so much for that. But yeah, so there are 4 teams. Let's talk about the other teams, even if the focus here is on mine and mine is gonna win. Mine is even better. But in case you're looking for another team because you want to fit your books to the prompts, I highly recommend Gavin's team, so Team Walrus, because together we're gonna get the others down. But yeah, you also have Aaron, who's gonna be Team Polar Bear, and you're gonna have Molly, who's gonna be Team Penguin. They also have the war cries. I suggest you to go to their channel and to check when they're gonna upload their videos, but everything is also on Twitter, so I highly suggest you to follow the Polarthon Twitter. Also, we're gonna be organizing a lot of sprints, like reading sprints on YouTube next week, because it's already next week, so I'm really excited for that. I hope you are in. And yeah, I'm gonna show you my TBR, and at the end I'm gonna show you some recommendations based on books I've read and based on books I've seen around. A lot of people talking about that might fit some prompts, especially one that was a bit tricky for everyone to find a book related for that prompt. I mean, for that, good for that prompt, whatever. Let's move on to the TBR. Oh yeah, but before I forget, but what is Polarthon? So Polarthon is a readathon that will focus on Polar Fantasy. What is Polar Fantasy? Polar Fantasy is a book with a wintry setting. Usually it has a strong wintry setting, like living on the Arctic, like living far north, but sometimes just a bit of snow will help you fit some prompts, and not all the books need to be actually a Polar Fantasy. So if you're not into Polar Fantasy, you can at least like read a few books there and there. So yeah, but I will encourage you to actually read a Polar Fantasy because those books are amazing. Any book with a wintry setting, I feel like it has, I don't know, it brings something more to the story. Like, it's so atmospheric and magical. But let's move on to my TBR. So here you can see the visual that Jade created for the ArcticFox. So the first prompt is actually a silver cover. That one was actually a bit tricky because I don't have that many even gray covers. So silver was like a bit tricky. So I have 2 options. I mean, I have more options, but 2 are gonna make that less. But I don't know which one I should prioritize. It depends on my mood, etc. And also one of the books let's just show you the books and then explain everything. So I was thinking about that one. So A Shiver of Snow and Sky by Lisa Lwedbeck, because see, it's very glittery. It is silver, not gray. It's not like full silver, but I feel like it could fit that prompt. And a book that I just got like yesterday is this one, so The Ice Dragon by George R.R. Martin, which for me is silver. So I don't know which one I'm gonna get to. This one is fairly short and it is one of the most beautiful books I have ever seen. It is a gift from Alex. It has like an illustration under the dust jacket, and one of the things I really loved about this book is that like it's fully illustrated, but even the, like, look, it's blue. All the book is blue, like even like the text. So I really cannot wait to read that one. And also under the book it's gray, so I feel like it fits the prompt more. But one of these, and this is one of Jade's favorites. I will link down below all the videos that Jade made about Polar Fantasy, so you could pick like your next favorite books. But yeah, so I'm in between those books. If I remember well, this one has to do with someone who has the power to bring the stars down, and those stars will become soldiers. On the frozen island of Skein, the sky speaks. Beautiful lights appear on clear nights, and the colors have meanings. Green means all is well, and the goddess is happy. Blue means a snowstorm is on the way, and then there's red. Red is war, a warning. So I feel like something dangerous is coming. So I'm really intrigued. So one of these two. Then Snow is Setting, again, I have two picks for that. Or it's gonna be this one, Sky Song by Abby Finson, or it's gonna be North Child by Edith Patu. Both middle grade, Polar Fantasy. Apparently she is born facing north, which is bad news. And this one, it is a glacier kind of adventure in the snowy kingdom of Erkenwald. Whales glide between icebergs, wolves hunt on the tundra, and polar bears roam the glaciers. But the people of these lands aren't so easy to find because Erkenwald is ruled by an evil ice queen, and the tribes must stay hidden or risk becoming her prisoner at Winterfang Palace. One is bigger than the other one. I feel like I could read more than 5 books that week, but we shall see, because I took the week off. So one of these. Again, I'm a Libra, so many books, I don't know which one to pick. Then we have retelling, and for that I picked Hunted because it is a retelling I've been meaning to read for such a long time. I think it's gonna be the right time to read it. This is, I believe, like some kind of polar fantasy, but not heavy polar fantasy. But all the books I picked are actually polar fantasies. Oh, that's amazing, because I actually picked all polar fantasies for all the prompts, which is something Jade's gonna do because she's the polar fantasy queen. I hope that's gonna please her. Then we have I See Magic, which is a prompt that was a bit tricky for a lot of you, and I got one recommendation for you. I mean, recommendation, I haven't read it, but Jade is really recommending that book, and it is Frostfire by Jimmy Smith. Apparently here, the mountain is alive, and the girl has to grab part of the mountain to get some of the magic. I'm not sure, but there is icy magic for sure. But the fact that the mountain, the world they live in, is kind of alive intrigues me, really. Like, and that cover is absolutely gorgeous. A little note here, the font here is a bit tricky to read for me. I'm having a headache, so that's why I cannot see things properly. But chosen for the honor of burning with a frost sliver, a fragment of the living glacier that crests her icy home, Sabira embarks on the dangerous pilgrimage to the top of the mountain. But when a huge avalanche crabs her on the glacier and destroys the pass, Sabira is determined to find another way home. In order to survive, she must face up to the merciless mountain, but there are dark and fiery secrets hiding in the depths. I swear to you, I can read, but this font is not helping me at all. It is an icy fantastical adventure. I'm really intrigued by this book, so if you're looking for a book for the icy prompt, that one might be the one. And it's short, and I assure you the font is absolutely like readable in the inside. So that's for my book, my prompt, that prompt. The last one is actually to read a polar fantasy, and for the polar fantasy prompt I decided to read a book I was really excited about, and also a book that's going to be for the middle grade monthly book club, and it is A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton. So I'm freaking intrigued by this book. Of course it has a wolf, but I feel like it is happening in a Russian kind of city or whatever. I'm really intrigued. I guess yes, because Baba Yaga. It's not gonna be like in Belgium. Since she was a pup, Zima has been taught to fear humans, especially witches, but when her family is threatened, she has no choice but to seek help from the witch Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga never does magic for free, but it just so happens that she needs a wolf skin nose for a secret plan she's brewing. Before Zima knows what's happening, the witch has cast a switching spell and run off in the woods, while Zima is left behind in Baba Yaga's hut and Baba Yaga's body. Meanwhile, a young village girl named Nadia is also seeking the witch's help, and when she meets Zima in Baba Yaga's form, they discover that they face a common enemy. With danger closing in, Zima must unite the wolves, the witches, and the villagers against an evil that threatens them all. I mean, if you're not intrigued, I don't know what you're doing here. But I mean, is also a gorgeous book. It has a wolf in it, like a brave wolf, cunning witch, rebellious girl. Together they must save the forest before it's too late. For me, it sounds so intriguing. It sounds so good. The cover is amazing. It has a wolf in it. I mean, wolves. So of course it's gonna be a win. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a win. But yeah, wolves. So these are all the books I will be reading. I mean, some of them, because I had twice double books for the prompt, whatever. But now I'm gonna share some recommendations. Okay, that's a different angle because I want to grab the books and then put them back on the shelves because I don't want a mess here. But let's just move on with all the recommendations. Of course, I'm going to recommend to you The Bear and the Nightingale. I mean, the whole series, Winter Night series, because it has a polar fantasy. I mean, it is a polar fantasy. It has a wintry setting. It has some kind of icy magic, I want to say, but it's not like, yeah, it doesn't have the silver cover. Retelling, no. On Goodreads, most of the people, like, you can see that you have more votes for young adult. This is definitely adult Russian folklore, very heavy. The old gods meeting, like fighting with the new gods, etc. It's really like atmospheric, beautiful. I cried. I mean, Russian folklore and wintry setting. I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. So definitely recommend this one. They were all 5 stars for me, so you know. Then we have a middle grade polar fantasy, The Eye of the North. It doesn't really have a silver like cover, but it could still count. It has a wintry setting. It is a polar fantasy. It is not a retelling, and there is some icy magic in it. So if you're looking for icy magic in it, yeah. So Emmeline is our main character. Something happened. She has to move to France. She has to go on a boat, and on the boat she's gonna meet a thing. That guy is named Thing, just like it's perfect, whatever. And she's gonna go on that kind of adventure far north when there is a creature that's awakened that should not be and that wants to destroy everything. There is real danger in it. That's what I love. There is tension. It's still middle grade, but there is tension. I really loved it, and heavy polar fantasy, so definitely would recommend that one. Then we have Snow Like Ashes that I read a long time ago. I feel like I gave it 4 or 5 stars. No, I think it would be more of a 3 stars, but it has a wintry setting. I feel like there is some kind of icy magic. It is not a retelling. There is no silver on the cover, and it is a polar fantasy for me because you have different, like, let's say realm kind of thing, and you have like winter, summer, winter. You have winter, summer, autumn, spring, and they all have magic links to their main like season kind of thing, and there is a lot Kingdom. I don't want to say more because it will be spoilery, but I really enjoyed the ride and I love the characters. I read it like when I started book 2 like 3 years ago, so I forgot a bit of it, but I finished the series. Then definitely this one, no silver cover, but it has a wintry setting. It is a polar fantasy. It has icy magic, I believe, and it is not a retelling. Polar fantasy, middle grade, pubber, explorers club. Like, I mean, you don't need to have more explanation about a girl who wants to be an explorer, but she cannot because she's a girl. But she ends up being an explorer, and it's all about friendship and learning to work as a team. Really enjoyed it. Same for this one. I believe there is icy magic. It has a snowy setting. It is a polar fantasy. It is not a retelling. It is not, I mean, it has not a silver cover, but absolutely amazing. One of Gavin's favorite. Amazing book. It's about a boy who wants to find his parents who disappeared, and yeah, lots of adventure. That book I read a long time ago. It is a YA. It is not especially polar fantasy, but I would still count it as some kind of polar fantasy. But there is some kind of icy magic. There is a wintry setting at one point. It is a retelling, you know, and it is a very floppy paperback. I read it in no time, actually. I listened to the audiobook and read it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I actually really loved it. So if you're looking for a retelling of Snow White, wintry setting, and some kind of ice magic, I mean, I feel like the ice magic is a detail in it, but that counts. So that one. That series is one of my favorite. It is polar fantasy, wintry setting. I don't know if there is icy magic. This is not a retelling, and the covers are not great, but absolutely amazing books. It is a duology, so if you don't want to commit to a long, never-ending series, this is a good one. It is about Katzin, who wants to be a royal explorer, but she cannot. But one day she's gonna have the opportunity to become one because the royal explorer is actually coming to a town, and she's gonna go to the mountains over there to find something. But I won't say more, but it is absolutely amazing. There is a fox, there are dragons, so I mean teeny dragons that are so cute that are used in a different way. But yeah, definitely would recommend this one. This one has a silver cover. It is onyx and ivory. I would not count it as a polar fantasy. I don't believe there is any wintry setting in it, but it definitely has a silver cover. I really enjoyed that one. I cannot remember what it was. Oh yes, it was about the drakes. They were night drakes, and daydrakes, so some kind of dragons, and people have to fight them, but they're only there during the night. And apparently there are daydrakes, which should not be a thing, that attacks like the people, and they have to find out how come there are daydrakes. There is a girl who has some kind of power that she hides, yes, and she hides that power because if people knew about it, she will get killed or imprisoned, and she's gonna be on her way and find something. Yeah, I forgot what it was about, but this one has a beautiful cover. And it's shiny and it's silver. For me, it's silver. If you want a retelling, Heart of Iron is one I would recommend, and also Brightly Burning. The first one is a retelling of Anastasia. The second one is a retelling of Jane Eyre. Love them both. The second one is underhyped, and I feel like the first one, a lot of people read it back in the days, but no one is talking about it anymore. And I really loved it because LGBTQI+ representation. I loved the pirate kind of vibes in it, and the crew. It was absolutely amazing, and it was like meeting family. And yeah, I really love the second one as well. So Jane Eyre, it was also a bit focused on love, of course, but I didn't mind it because it was well done, and it is a sci-fi retelling of Jane Eyre. If you're looking for something like this, pick that one. If you're looking for more icy magic, I have Spinning Silver. I haven't read that one, so I don't know, but it has a silver cover, it has snowy setting, it is a retelling, it has icy magic, and it is a polar fantasy. Then you have Frozen, that also fit everything except for the retelling part and silver cover. So Blood Frost has a snowy setting, it has an icy magic, and it is polar fantasy. And then we have Through the Whitewood, with a book that I have here that I haven't read yet, but it has icy magic because whenever the main character is gonna touch someone, that person's gonna turn into ice, if I remember well. And the cover is silver, it has a snowy setting, it is not a retelling, but it is a polar fantasy, and it has icy magic. Conceal Don't Feel has icy magic, and it also has like a snowy setting, a retelling, and it is a polar fantasy. And then the last one I have is Frost Fire, so that's the one I'm actually gonna read, but I told you that when I was showing you my TBR, these have icy magic. If you have more icy magic recommendations, please leave them down below, because a lot of people are actually looking for that, because it's actually super hard to know when you go into a book what has icy magic or not. So it's a tricky kind of prompt. I'm well aware of that. Another series a lot of people have started reading, I don't know how come you started reading it like recently. Maybe it has been translated not a long time ago, but on the French side, like in Belgium at least, French speaking people have read it and loved it. I have the books in French, so I'm probably gonna read them in French, and this is The Winter's Promise or Winter's Promised, I don't know, but that one apparently a lot of people are loving. It's very political and polar fantasy. Yeah. From the last book I have here, I have so The Wolf Princess and The Wolf Rider, who are polar fantasy. So this one, no retelling, no silver cover, but snowy setting and icy magic, I don't think so, and yes, polar fantasy. So both have wolves. I prefer that one to that one, but it's not the most beautiful writing. It is just like wolves that it speaks to me. So the video is gonna be hella long, so I'm gonna stop here, but don't forget, Polarthon starts on February 1st till the last day of that week, so February 7th. We're gonna be hosting a lot of reading sprints on Jade's channel and maybe on others' channel, I don't know. But please follow, of course, Jade, but also Gavin, Molly, and Aaron. Please follow the Polarthon Twitter so you will be aware of everything we do. If you're Team Arctic Fox, you already know that we are the best team, even if we don't win, even if we are not like the biggest group, whatever, we are the cutest and the most beautiful one. And Arctic Foxes, I mean, they are just beautiful, so it's already a win. Just have fun, and yeah, focus on yourself and the books you want to read that fits the prompts, etc. So just have fun, try to play the game and read as many polar fantasies as you want. If you don't want, that's not an obligation, that's just like because I love polar fantasy so much. But thank you again to Jade for asking me to be a team leader. Wolves, I mean foxes, we're gonna have fun. It's next week already. But yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, wolves, foxes, everyone here, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual. And until next time, take care, wolves. Bye. And don't forget, where there's the fox and listen to the song, it's way better when it's the real song.